give the first update on the Libre project. So I ordered some parts about 4 or 5 days ago. I ordered some Aux64s, the Pine 64 RISC-V SBC. I ordered a breadboard and some other shit. I later learned that I would have been much better off buying this from an American reseller, as I wouldn't have to deal with scalping and shit. This I realized after, not before purchasing, and I couldn't cancel it. Luckily, my breadboards that were very cheap and not affected could get canceled, so I had to buy them again. We're off to a great start. Have I been spilling water on my seat this whole time? Yeah, it tracks. I got the Aux64s in hand yesterday. I forgot to get any footage, sorry, but I did do some rudimentary fucking around. I dumped the SPI, I put it in the Ghidra, I didn't find much that was interesting. I still gotta get the breadboards, like hammer-on headers, that sort of shit. So it'll probably be a couple days before I can start messing around with running Linux on it. I am excited though. I have to decide whether I'm going to use Modem Manager or if I'm gonna roll my own modem management daemon, which on one hand would be kind of fun, but also a lot of time. Which, like, if it was like Firefox or something, might be reasonable, if it had that sort of memory footprint, I mean. But it's fucking Modem Manager. It's just not. It uses, like... I couldn't even get a... You know what? Fuck it. Oh, one second. Yes, officer, I am armed. With technology, bitch. And I just got shot. It's a beautiful location, and I have nothing. I've recorded all of it. Should I just tell some stories? Fuck it, let's do that. I'm going to college for computer security and forensics. On the first couple days, I decided to kind of show off what I'd be learning, so to speak. In a couple of the buildings, they have these kiosks, so you can, like, check your email or schedule or whatever. Now, that's very boring, so I tried to make it a little more interesting. First, I got my website up, which was a moderate improvement, but not much. And then I thought, wait, what kiosk software is this running? Long story short, I found the kiosk software, and when you Google it, the autocomplete suggestions are kiosk software. And the second one is default password. To which I said, please God, there's a car. To which I said, please God tell me that they didn't use the default password on the, they used the default password, they didn't change it. You type it in, it's just a Windows desktop. A friend of mine, he asked if I could get Minecraft running. So I tried, and I did. Students found that a lot funnier than the faculty did. I also might have gotten Deus Ex running. I don't know how familiar you are with the game. It's great, by the way. It has this main menu music. This kiosk had speakers. I didn't check the volume or turn them off. So we were in the middle of this quiet building as people are studying, you know, going over their syllabi, etc. And then, you know, very faintly, from the other side of the room, we just hear, da 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 da, da 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 da, at least that loud. They also disabled the escape key on this kiosk, which I feel like I should note, because that's the way that I could exit the main menu to stop it from being extremely loud. Motherfucker. What? Do we think this would work for a time-lapse? It might, actually. I just had the perfect shot idea. Holy shit. Hear me out. It was more than a couple days. I want to sleep. We made it. It's the last day of the first week of the summer of hack. So I figured I'd give a little final progress update on what I've done so far, what I did today, and where we're gonna go from here. So, turns out, one of the fun things about ADHD, I grossly underestimated the amount of time it's gonna take to actually start this project up. I only today went on Adafruit and picked up the hammer headers I'm going to need to start working on it. And they're not going to be here until like Tuesday or something. It's Saturday. I know how time works. So it'll be a bit. All right, with that out of the way, I want to talk about where we're going to go from here. I'm going to try to release videos weekly, but I am making no guarantees on that front. There's a 50% chance I'm going to drop off the face of the earth at some point this summer. You get used to this shit. And also, I want to say that I'm going to be working on more than Telebre. I know in that announcement video that I just kind of half-assed so I could say I did it to myself, I mentioned Telebre, Foss Video, and I think one other thing. I do actually have more. I want to build a custom wireless audio rig. I think that could be pretty fun because oftentimes, I'll have my IEMs in so I can listen to music or whatever, but they're wired. And so anytime I go away from my laptop, I have to unplug them, the cord dangles, it's too long, it's a nightmare, right? So naturally, instead of just buying some wireless headphones and charging them every once in a while, I'm going to spend several $100s and several dozen hours of my time building a custom solution to my problem, because that's what engineers do. Thinking about that old XKCD, the one about automation, like, sure, I could do the same 30-second task 20 times, or I could spend 6 hours automating that task. And then I can justify that waste of time to myself by saying I was working. My inefficiency wasn't actually inefficiency. I was increasing efficiency. I'm a fucking genius. Wow, my balance is very bad today. I think that's it for now. Nothing else is really crossing my mind. I probably should reshoot that first clip of the video because it was kind of shit. Otherwise, yeah, I think we're done. See you next week, I guess. Why did I walk that way? Whatever. Goodbye.